So yeah, can just confirm. Am I audible now? So I've started the screen one more time. Please confirm all of you because I was continuously speaking. Okay, fine. Yes, audible. Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you, Bhavesh. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Mohammed. Okay, R. Gautam. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, screen is visible, no? As continuously speaking. So someone has asked the question, sir, is it really about that Azure cloud computing session? So it's including for everyone. Okay. Okay, Yash. So I was telling the answer for that, no, this is what we are covering. Okay, it's we are giving a kind of brush up so that everyone, those who are preparing for Microsoft Azure and Microsoft SC 900 and AZ exams, that will be helpful for them. Okay? So that is the reason we have selected for these three topics. Okay? Might be you guys are from different domains, or like you have completed your topics on machine learning, data science, and some other subjects. So we thought to give a kind of before appearing the exams, there must be some kind of uh, practical hands-on session. So that is the reason we have selected for this one. Okay. So today let's go with this Amazon Web Services. I hope all of you have opened your account on this labitpro.com. So when we come to this, especially for this AWS, we may have only 2 to 3 labs here. Yeah, provisions for VPC and a subnet in AWS, as well as provision of configure an AS3 bucket in AWS, and also the deployment of a Windows EC2 instances. Okay. So most of your time you have heard that yes, we have purchased the EC2, okay, and we have deploying, no, we are putting our data, okay, and before putting our data on that cloud, we need to deploy the EC2. Okay. So there is some video is available on the YouTube, especially for this AWS. Okay. If you are really preparing for this AWS, what I suggest is that you can go through with this entire video series on the YouTube. Hmm. Straight, okay. Yeah, there's some AWS videos are there. Let me start from them only. Yeah, then I'll tell you that how to create the accounts on this AWS. Mm. There's a person from the technical Guftagu. Okay, he has given a brief idea that how to make the EC2 deployments. Okay, before you are going to this AWS. Okay, yeah, this is about the cloud and this is about the AWS. I just suggest you to go through this entire series so that before appearing for exam, first complete all the labs on this labitpro.com so that you can get an idea about that what is cloud and how exactly AWS is working and what is the use of where we are using this Microsoft Azure. Then after that, go to this kind of videos, okay, where they have explained in very good and clear manner that
इसमें मैं आपको ये बताने वाला हूँ कि मेरे चैनल का मकसद क्या है। आपको पता है कि टेक्निकल गुफ्तगू चैनल काफी टाइम से आप लोगों को एज्योर के एडब्ल्यूएस के सीसीएनए के लेक्चर्स प्रोवाइड करा रहा है। फ्यूचर में धीरे धीरे मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ जल्दी से जल्दी आपको सारे लेक्चर्स प्रोवाइड करा दूं, जल्दी से जल्दी सारे ट्यूटोरियल्स आपको मिल जाए। और दोस्तों इस चैनल का मकसद बड़ा साफ है। हम
I don't know. So here I just give that where this series is available. You can
गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्ते, अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, हाजिर हूँ यहाँ।
there's a playlist, no? Where you'll get that? Yeah, here it is. See, if you're really appearing for the exams, I suggest you to go through the entire series of this particular AWS. Okay, where he has explained in a very simple manner that what is the use of the Microsoft Azure, what are the what is the use of this 103 as well as the 203 certifications, and as well as AZ500, and this one I'm preferring for you. Okay, if you are really interested for the AWS, okay, then 17 video series is there. Just go through with these videos. It's very really very interesting. Huh? It has explained in a very beautiful manner. Whom can contact for the great information about the Microsoft certifications? GRT, I don't know, but these are in Hindi. Yeah, it's there Hindi. Uh, right. Just an additional information you will get it from here. Okay. So apart from that, just before going to this one, I just wanted to show you, give a kind of I can say that hands-on. So there's something is available on that Microsoft Azure also, Microsoft AWS. I hope most of you have gone through this particular thing. Okay. So what you can do is that just go and create your account on this AWS, so that you can get an idea that how exactly you're getting the services from the cloud. You're getting the cloud service provider from the AWS. Okay. If you want, you can make your account here. Just but before that, make sure that no, they should not be asking any kind of money. Okay. If they're asking any kind of money, means just please avoid that one. Okay. Do not give your, especially the credit card and debit card information, because obviously for the next month they will automatically deduct the amount from this particular if you provide that one. For the practice purpose, okay, if it is asking me, use that email id, disposable email id from the temp mail. Yeah, you can just create your AWS account for free, or just click on this one. You'll get that one. Okay, especially this is what you have to be worried. Okay, every time based on your usage, they will give that billing, that how much amount you're using and how much is the. Okay, so if you are user within an account that performs daily tasks, you can go ahead with this one. If you have root users, okay, most of the time the corporate will purchase this one. Okay, and if you wanted to create your own account, means you can just go click on here, but make sure that you should not give your username password here. Because many times students will create the account here and there, and they will tell me that, sir, last time you have said that we should not give the money, and later they have deducted the amount from us. So what you can do is that go ahead with this particular name, like for example XYZ. Okay, then verify the email id, whatever email id you will give here. It's very simple. You can create this the your free tire products with the new AWS accounts. Okay, you can just type it this one. There is AWS free. Okay, so like this I also wanted all of you to make a account on Salesforce also. Okay. One of the best tool. Okay, so that you will get a lot of knowledge here if you are preparing for the exams. Okay, Salesforce. And also you have to go recently that that has been purchased or acquired by the Acme. uh, there is another interesting product called as a Gadi Core. Very interesting. We have worked on lot on this one, Gadi Core. The Acme has purchased this one. Okay. You may find a lot of videos of the Gadi Core and how exactly the Gadi Core, how it looks like. Okay. And obviously here the centralized security platforms, so you will get good understanding that how exactly you have to protect your network within the infrastructures. Okay. And this Gadi Core, recently it has been purchased by the Acme. You won't find any what that platform here. It's good one if you wanted to see now the part of the Acme. Gadi Core is not a part of the Acme. So if you're really working interested, then you can go ahead for this kind of cyber security analyst, as well as some of the tools to be to do the forensic. Okay, so they have used the multiple tools like firewall, costing, savings, okay, attack on the surface. Okay, so many are there. Okay. So especially we are working on this one. Cloud security as well as the cloud migrations is also an interesting topic. If you go over here, you'll get that why the the migration as well as the data transfer from one cloud to another cloud is required, and how many things you have to keep in mind before making such kind of uh, data migrations. So this is additional option for you. I'll just put this in the chat box. Let me take your questions after this couple of minutes. Sir, whom can I contact to GRT info about Microsoft certification because I'm totally confused right now. Uh, yes, even I too don't know. I suggest you can contact to Ashwin for any kind of information because might be tomorrow I'll end this particular topic. You can contact to Ashwin. These Ashwin numbers. Hello sir, good evening. Yeah, hi Rishabh. When this exam, I too don't know. Yes, sure. Please contact to directly Ashwin. I'll give his number 9109838686. Okay. For any kind of information related to your exams and GRT, GET, anything, okay, about your batches and about your exams, contact to Ashwin. Okay, I'll put his number in the chat box. Yeah. Hi Vinod. So I registered for AI and ML. Is this lecture belongs to me? Yeah, definitely. See, just giving a kind of what we are doing is that AWS, Microsoft Azure, as well as this cloud. Okay, this is a special topic which we are covering for all members, including the cybersecurity, AI, and ML. Okay. It is just an additional what the topics which we are covering. 910 9898. Sorry, just wait. It's a 38686. 910 98 38686. Yes, please contact to this number. Okay. Okay. In case of any query, you can contact to this number. Okay. So let's go and to our main topic. That is nothing but AWS. Okay. So for the AWS, I suggest all of you. So do I have to create account AWS account? If yes, can I do it now? Not now. You can do it later. You can go to the website of the AWS. You can create it later. Okay, but make sure that if they're asking any kind of what the debit card and credit card information, do not give it a real one. Okay, so you can have an option here is that learn create a free account. Okay? So there are different types of offers they will give for the free trials, for the 12 months free, for always free option. You can check which is more suitable for you. If you have a company, okay, and if you want to really this EC2, then you can go ahead for the number of hours also, and based on the number of data. Okay, if you have database means they will give a kind of packages that which one is more suitable for you. Okay, most of time for the small scale for the companies and also the startup, they will go ahead for this one. Okay, so let me share this particular link in the chat box. You can do it later. What's your name? Okay, you can do it later, not now. Okay, in the same way you can create an account here also, like on the Salesforce. Can you see the screen? Is it the screen available? I hope it is visible for everyone. Or you have to create a temp account first. See, Hardik, not to use a temp account, you can always use that temporary email IDs. What you can do is that just watch this video later, okay, and you will get an idea that wherever you can create an account. Okay? So Salesforce is also one of the best thing, one of the best cloud service providers. So you can create account here on the salesforce.com, and you can, because there are many jobs are available. Okay, you can uh, create account from the free trial account from here. Okay, it is just to give you a hands-on, okay, before going to exams, because most of time people will forget that theoretical part. Okay, if you read so many things, then definitely you will forget. Okay? So that is the reason we are making you some hands-on. Okay? Hands-on on all these three, like AWS as well as Amazon and Google Cloud. Hmm? Microsoft Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. Okay, so let me start. Okay, so please focus on this one. It's very important, especially third lab. No, before going to this one, I'll come back to here. Okay, provisions of a VPC and subnet in AWS. Okay. So let me just go and click on this one. I hope all of you have logged into this page, labbitpro.com, AWS, in that all the labs. Click on this lab details. So what we are getting in this lab is, I hope you know that they will give kind of little bit video things. Okay. So here we are creating a VPC. That is nothing but a virtual private cloud. So what is the use of this virtual private cloud? Okay, as the end users, what we'll do is that it will create a kind of virtual network that you have been defined from your server to the client. Okay. So obviously it's one of the traditional network where people are always wanted to make uh, VPN connections, so that kind of a tunnel between the source as well as destination. Okay. So that you can access your data centers or your servers. Okay. Here the Amazon VPC is the networking layer for the Amazon EC2 instances. Okay. So I hope you know the little bit idea of the instances and how many types of instances are there. If not, just go ahead with these videos. You'll get a detailed idea about what is the instances, what we require that. So in this particular simulation, we'll be guided through a creation of a virtual private cloud, then how to create that cloud. After creating a VPC, you'll create a subnet within the VPC. Okay. So let's go and start this lab. Okay. Launch the lab. Okay. Obviously, everyone has to watch this video. I believe that all of you have performed the practical session of Microsoft Azure, all the sessions. Okay, it has around 13 to 14 videos, 13 to 14 labs there, the first session. So I believe that most of you have performed that one. Okay. So let me just go and play this video.
Virtual private cloud, or VPC, allows you to launch AWS resources into a virtual network that you define. This virtual network closely resembles a traditional network that you'd operate in your own data center, with the benefits of using the scalable infrastructure of AWS. Amazon VPC is the networking layer for Amazon EC2 instances. In this AWS simulation, you will be guided through the creation of a VPC. After creating the VPC, you will create a subnet within the VPC. Click the button below to get started.
Okay, you have studied along with me? Anyone? Muhammad Najim, Hardik, Varun, Soni, Yash, Gosavi, Alapati, Rohit. Anyone doing along with me? Just confirm. Shubham, yes sir. Muhammad Najim, yes sir. Varun Soni, yes sir, yes sir. Okay, fine. Yes, good, great. So now let's start with this. No, click on this begin simulations.
To provision VPC, you'll do so from the VPC tab. Click the search bar to search for VPC.
Great, Hardik. Great was. Okay. See, the reason is that since we don't have the real account on the AWS, okay, like if you go to and create your account, you may you may get some options, but not all the complete options. Okay. So that is the reason we are going with this particular practicals. Okay. You can observe that here the login option looks like here, and even if you go under the Google, okay, and if you wanted to look at a dashboard, okay, AWS dashboard, you may get I can show you max to max some images. That's it. See, this is how that AWS dashboard looks like. Yeah, they have so many options there on the AWS dashboard, but right now we don't have the real access, so that is the reason I'm showing you this through here. Okay, let me come here. Okay, so you can see that okay, I think it's visible properly. Yeah, there should not be any issue. So you can see that we have AWS management console. where we have organizers EC2. Okay, and this is what we are doing right now. We are going to create that virtual private VPC here, and this is what the billing looks like. Okay, and we have the some front end mobile. Okay, so this normally the companies looks like. Okay, so we wanted to search something here. Okay, so just click on this search bar here.
Type VPC in the search bar and press enter.
VPC. Okay, so out of all those things, I'm just looking for this VPC. I don't attend the last class. I got mail regarding the class schedule today. Only I am unable to attend, understand anything. Can you clearly explain me what's happening? I love with the what you can do is that there's a one. I'll just share. There's one website called as Labit Pro, labitpro.com. What you can do is that just go to this website and create your account. Rohit. Okay. Yeah, Daydreamer. Who is this Daydreamers? All of you, those who have missed the last session, no, please create your account here. Okay, so that will be easy for you. Okay. Those who are not available, please, or else you can just go through the recorded videos. I've given that how to create the account and how to register yourself. I think last session is first session. Yeah, last session was the first session. This is the second one. Can you please share the recorded video?
Click on the
Uh,
VPC button in the upper right corner.
Sanket, just contact to Ashwin. He will send you that recorded session. I think it's might be it is available in your email, but confirm. Okay. Yeah. This is, yeah. What's your name? Daydreamer. It looks like. Okay. Can you repeat, please? Sanket, it might be it's available in your email ID. Just check once. Mm, let me refresh this page.
Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, or to provision a VPC. You'll do so, type
So
VPC in the search bar and press enter.
let me search for the virtual private cloud here. Hit
Under
enter.
the services heading, you should see VPC listed. Click on Once you are in the VPC
Yeah.
dashboard, click on your VPCs in the left pane under Virtual Private Cloud.
See here, what these two things that we are focusing here. Okay, that is we wanted to create a virtual private cloud for us, as well as we wanted to add some subnets. Okay, so these two things are we are doing. Okay, we have so many options like route tables and also DHCP configurations. Okay, especially most of the time people they don't want that static IP addresses. Okay, so they want that wherever they go in the infrastructures, they want the IP address separate IP addresses, and also some of them they want that elastic IP addresses. Okay, so based on the the settings which we have given, okay, so the end users will get the IP addresses. Okay, and many people they ask that, sir, we don't want to get our IP address should be kept as a hidden or anonymous. So please give us some kind of NAT gateways. Okay, so in that case we use this NAT gateways. It will convert that the IP address of your infrastructures in the routers. Okay, wherever we are accessing or we are going out of the network. Am I audible, Vinay? Vinay, am I audible? please confirm. Vinay Yadav, daydreamers. Okay, Vinay Yadav, please confirm. I hope I'm audible. There's no problem from my side here now. Okay, so now what is our intention? Okay, so we wanted to create a okay, Varun, thank you. Vinay, please, what that? Vinay Yadav, please confirm. Okay, so we wanted to create a VPC here. Okay, that is nothing but our virtual private cloud. Okay, so just go and click on this one. So you can see here that we have options like my VPC, okay, and there's one more VPC is available. Okay, and they have given that what is the classless interdomain IP address is for that one. Okay, don't get confused here. There's /8/16/24. It says CIDR. Okay, and obviously it is for the IP version 4. Okay, there's no IP address given for the IPv6. And apart from that, there's some DSCP option sets are given in the form of MAC addresses. Okay, so let's go. Already we have two here. One is the VPC ID 06777 and other VPC ID as a VPC-903 BELB. Okay, so let me just go and create another virtual private cloud here. Okay, after that we'll go for the subnet. Click on this VPC.
For this exercise, you will call the new VPC and to do this, type my new VPC and press enter.
So I'm creating my own virtual private cloud here. Okay, so after that I want to give the IP address. Okay, so let me type here first my VPC. Okay, where we are right now, we are into the VPC. In that I have click on it, your VPC, and in that I'm creating my own VPC here. Okay, so that is the option I'm giving here, is that create virtual private cloud for you. Okay, so VPC is isolated portion of the AWS cloud populated by AWS objects such as Amazon EC2 instances. Okay, so after typing this my new VPC, hit enter.
After naming the VPC, click the IPv4 sign or block box to define the address space for the new VPC network.
Observe here, we have to provide a IP addresses here. Okay, and these are classless interdomain routings. Okay, we are not following this class A, class B, class C IP addresses here. Okay.
Your VPC network address space will be 192.168.0.0/16.
So let me do it one more time.
Amazon Virtual Private Cloud. To provision a VPC, you'll do so from the VPC dashboard. Type VPC in the search bar and press enter. Under the services heading, once you are in the VPC dashboard, click begin the deployment by clicking the create. For this exercise, you will call the new VPC, my new VPC. To do this, type my new VPC into the name field and press enter. After naming the VPC, click the IPv4 sign or block box to define the app. In this lab, your VPC network address space will be 192.168.0.0/16. So type that into the IPv4 sign or block box and press enter.
Observe here, I have given the entire network ID. Okay, for this /16 subnet. Okay, so this is a CIDR, classless interdomain routings. So don't think that, sir, it looks like class C IP address, so should have given that /24. Okay, so it's not /24, it's a CIDR. Okay, that too we are giving for only IP version 4, not the 6. Okay, after typing the IP address, hit enter here. Okay, now we have an option called as a create VPC. Okay, observe what is the name we have given. We have given the ID as my new VPC. Earlier we have two inbuilt VPCs, so this is our third one. Okay, that is we are created for ourselves. Now you can observe that
After that happens, click subnet to define a subnet for the new VPC network.
this is the VPC ID. Can you see this one? So let me just type it here. The VPC ID is nothing but anyone doing the job here in networking domain or somewhere in the industries. So if you're doing that, definitely you understand that what are the things I'm telling here. Uh, might be your business analyst or your the team managers. They will create a kind of groups as well as some users names, and that they will create a VPN to access. Okay, if you have a foreign client for foreign clients, in that case they will create a separate VPN for you. Okay, and within that VPN only you have to access the things. Okay, so this is what the 09 uh, 5B, sorry, it's a small b, 41 EA 6016. Okay, and what is the name I have given here? Can observe that uh, this is the IPv4. Okay, the IP address I have given as IP version 4, and in that it's a CIDR. I have given 192.168.0.0/16. Okay, and this is the ID there for what it is, for my new VPC. Okay, so this is what. Now, once if you created the VPC, okay, once if you find all this information, you can see that the study is available right now. Okay, the study is available, and let me go and create some subnets here. Okay, click on the subnet options.
On the subnets page, click Create Subnet. Begin the creation of the subnet.
See, already we have 3 subnets here. Okay, what we are doing is that we are creating our third subnet. Okay, so there are different subnet IDs available. So now let me go to this create option here. I hope you are following along with me. Rohit, any doubt here? See, what we are doing is that we have a no we have a cloud. Okay, so like I told you that there so many service providers are there. So in that one we are selecting for this AWS. Okay, AWS, what is doing that Amazon's, okay, it is providing you that a separate private cloud. Okay, that we call as a logically isolated or logically separated virtual network. We have a network. Okay, and in that only we are creating a another virtual network that should be our own private network, and we are paying for that one. We are paying to whom? We are paying to a service provider who is nothing but the AWS. So what is the reason? No, you may ask that, sir, why don't directly we use the internet, or why don't we use directly the VPN? It is because we wanted to make a secure connections with the servers. Okay, or most of time if you are dealing with the client infrastructures, then in that case, say that client's a SOC team. Okay, where they are no they are monitoring the all the connections, all the traffics. Okay, and they are screening the entire traffic and the logs. Okay, and they are restricting some of the the traffic, or can say that some of the instances, especially EC2 instances. Okay, whether it is from the you can access it from the inside or with the virtual network. That is the reason we are creating a virtual private cloud here. Okay, got the idea? Or else what you can do is that if you just type on the Google as simply as for more details about the VPC, huh? If you want the more detail about the VPC, you can just read all the information here. Yeah, logically isolated, you can see these are the things which I'm talking about. Yeah, just read all these things. You will get a clear idea that what is the use of this VPC and what we are doing. Okay, Rohit, just go ahead with this one. You will get complete idea. Okay, so let me come back here. Yeah, see, already we have multiple VPCs. Okay, see here we have VPC 90378E. Okay, but we wanted to create a separate subnet for them. Okay, so with separate what that separate IDs. So let me just go and create some new subnet here. Okay, see here we have different VPC ID. Okay. So what is our intention? We have to tell that this is a subnet where the VPCs belong. Okay, like we have many subnet, but you wanted to tell that through this particular subnet. Okay, this particular VPC IDs belongs. Okay, like different VPCs there, different virtual private clouds are there, but we are dealing in that for a particular VPC ID which is belong to a particular subnet. Okay, so that is the reason we are creating the subnet here. Okay, so if you observe here, you can see somewhere the VPC ID with my VPC is available. See the first one. Can you see here this ID 0B3 AD09B5 last observe 6016. See here, this is the VPC ID which we have created just now with the name as my new VPC. Can you find it here? I hope it is not visible. Let me try to zoom it. No, nothing is happening. Yeah. Just observe everyone. I'm selecting for this particular VPC ID here. Okay. So that I can relate with this subnet. Okay, so let me just go and select the first option. I told you that before creating this VPC ID, there were another two VPC IDs that are available with this network as 10.000/16 and 172.3100/16, and the IP address which we have given is this one 192.168.0/0.0/16. Okay, so let me just go and create this virtual private cloud for this one. I'm selecting for this. Now it is asking that, okay, fine, this is the VPC you have clicked what that you have selected, but for which subnet it is. Okay, so totally we have only one subnet here. If you have multiple subnet, it will give that 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4, like that. Okay, so here I'm collecting selecting the subnet name. Okay, let me give a name here. My new subnet here. So I'm just typing the same as it is, my new subnet. Okay, everyone, have a look here. What I have done in the subnet, I have typed as my new subnet. Okay, hit enter here.
After naming the new subnet, you need to define the address range for the subnet. This range must fall within the address space that you defined for the VPC earlier. Click the IPv4 side or block box to define the subnet address range.
See, we need to define the subnet address range.
168.1.0/24 and press enter. This address range falls within the 192.168.0.0/16 address space of the parent VPC.
See, this is a subnet range which comes under this one. Okay, this is what it is. It's a simple language. It's said to be a subnet range. Okay, it's a subnet range. Obviously, this will fall under this one only. Okay, that is what we are defined. Okay, because we have so many network here. We have just divide breaks this one. I hope you know that subnet calculators. Okay. Most of the things the basic requires, but I assume that little bit of this basic theory, so that is the reason I'm continuously going ahead with this one. Okay, so what is the IP address we have given here? This one 192.168. This is separate thing. What about /16 is how much? This one 255 255. It means that number of ones are 8 here and number of zeros are 8. Okay, if I just click on this CIDR, you can observe that we have a IP address starting in the network ID as 192.168.0.0, and the usable IP address has 192.168.0.0 till 192.168.255.254. So within that only we are taking a IP address as this one. It requires a little bit to networking knowledge, so but I don't know, I'm not going in detail. Just remember that I'm using one of the IP addresses which belongs to this range. Okay, see the 192.168.0.1. Okay, what's the next one? 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 till 0.255. Then after that 192.168, 1.0, 1.1, 1.3, like that 255 to 255. So out of that one, I'm selected 192.168, 1.0 slash 24. So that is nothing but the subnet range. Okay. So I hope you know this calculators. So same IP address I'm providing here, 192.168.1.0. Don't get confused that sir, आपने you have taken this slash 16 and why you are taking this one. Okay. So if you have more confusion, you can use this subnet calculator. You will get an idea that why I have taken this one. It belongs to the same network, huh? It belongs to the same network. Okay. So I have typed the IP address as 192. This is for the again classless interdomain CIDR block for the subnet. Okay. Hit enter here.
Click on 192.168.1.0/24 in the results list. What is that? Click.
Okay, so now I'm just creating this what that subnet. Okay, so I've done two things here. Okay, first I have created the VPC and second I have created the subnet. Okay, once you create a subnet means click on here. Okay, so you can see here that
Tells you the new subnet has been created. Once you see it, click your VPCs. In the left pane, view your current VPCs.
okay, so see in detail I can't tell you about the subnet. It's a huge big topic. Uh, so you can just use this kind of calculators. If I wanted to explain the subnet means I have to first give that basic idea of all the classes of the IP address. Class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. Then after that, I have to give that subnet, IDs slash 8 slash 16 slash 24. Okay. Then you will come to know that why we are using that one. Okay. So right now, just remember that you just keep this calculator with you. You'll get an idea that what is the use of the subnet and how we are breaking a large network into a smaller one. Like for example, suppose we have a network of 256 256 IP addresses. We don't want IP address. We want only 10 IP addresses. So obviously all the 244 IP addresses will get waste. We don't want waste. So we are breaking that large network into some small networks. Okay, as per the requirement of number of hosts. Okay. So that is what the basically definition of the subnet. Okay. So you can see here that for the VPC ID, okay, for this VPC ID, what is ID here? If you look at this one, it is nothing but 6016 my new VPC. This is what the VPC ID is. For that, we have created a subnet, okay, with the subnet ID. See, this is the subnet ID. If you just look at here, this is the subnet ID, and that subnet ID's IP address is this one, 192.168.1.0/24. Okay. Obviously, the available IP addresses is how much here? It's 251. So once if you do all these things, what you can do is that click on this VPC. I hope you got this idea. Okay. Click on this VPC. So you can see here that earlier we were having only two VPCs. See, earlier we have only these two IPC or the VPC. Before creating, I told you that before when I click on this create VPC, we were observed only two with the IP address as 10 as well as 172. This is what we have created right now. Okay, this is what we have created. In this VPC, we have created another subnet with this particular IP address range. Okay. Now, if you just go and click on this VPC means, okay, you can see the entire detailed information. See, this is the information about your VPC ID, about your VPC IP addresses. Okay, as well as the route tables. This is giving a clear condition that it is associated. Okay, if you want information about this subnet, click on this subnet. You can see here that your observe here. This is what 192.168.1.0/24 for a 251 number of hosts. Okay? So that is what I have given here. Okay, for how many hosts? For 251 hosts. Okay. So this is what we have created just now. Just click on this one, and you can see that a successful VPC virtual private cloud has been created. Okay, and defined in a subnet in the AWS. Okay, anyone done? See, obviously I've brought it in in the middle of this topic, but it's not easy. It's that so many theory, so many basic concepts are there. Since you guys are appearing for the exams, that is the reason I directly jump to this particular topic. Okay, but it's not like suddenly you can create some this kind of things. It required lot of basic knowledges. Okay, Hardik, done on the your laptop, Shubham. Here you don't have that option to check the screen. Normally we used to conduct the lectures on that go to meetings. There I used to talk with the students. uh, Here we don't have that option here. Yes sir, done on my laptop. Mhm. Most of time when the students say that yeah we have performed no for the ethical hacking and so on, like so many topics, I used to tell them that no, share your screen. But unfortunately I don't have option here. So that is the reason I'm expecting, might be like the people like Muhammad Najim, Varun, Shubham, Hardik. I believe that is your sincere, or sincere reply that yeah, yes, sir, we have performed. Okay. So before going to this, this one, just try with this one. Very, very interesting. EC2 instances. See, I can speak around 3 to 4 hours only about this EC2 instances. But right now, without giving more and more, putting more and more light on this EC2 instance, directly I'm coming. Okay. Can we take this meet in Google Meet? Uh, Manish, I too don't know because I'm not just like you only. I used to get this kind of email, and I'll click on this what that link. Uh, okay. Any idea what is meaning by this EC2, or what is the long form for this EC? Why we are giving the name, two names, two of there? Is there anything? Why we are calling this EC2? Did you ever heard about that elastic compute cloud? Anyone? EC2. You can do a kind of project on this EC2. Sir, I don't have any basic about cloud computing, and you're using different words which I have don't know. I am unable to understand. Yeah, that's why I told you that. Uh, we have clubbed it. Okay, actually this was only topic for the cybersecurity guys, but since all of you have exams on that mm, uh, Microsoft Azure, so elastic in cloud. So yeah, great, normal. Okay, might be Rohit, if you just put some no, not in elastic in elastic in compute cloud, that C2 is there, no? We have two what that you can say. See, this C indicates two things. One is the your cloud, and there is a computing. So that is the reason we have given that EC2. Okay. Simply it is a which we use in the virtual servers only, especially in the Amazon. Okay, that is AWS. Okay. Since Amazon tell you that you can run multiple applications. Okay, for that multiple applications we use this EC2. Okay. Yeah, you can see this little bit theory is there for this EC2, or else what you can do is that just go to this Amazon. It is available. Amazon, if you just type here as EC2, you will get Amazon EC2 instances. You will directly take you to the website. Yeah, here it is. See, I too don't have that much of time to tell you in detail that why we use the cloud and all those things. Just I'm giving a kind of platform so they can practice after these lectures also. We don't need to buy new servers. We can, yeah, that's the reason, correct. But if you wanted to put more and more data means, then at that time you have to pay for that EC2. The paid version is also available. See, here you can get some that general idea about this EC2. Okay. There's you can see here that general purpose, cloud purpose. So many things are there. You require all this kind of theory, but you might be guys are completely in confusion that what this man is telling, why we are we require this AWS and all that. Definitely, there's a lot of theories there. Okay, I won't take directly to the student story here, but since it's only 3 days, that is the reason I'm more focusing on this practical sessions. So here, what we are going to do is that in this particular Elastic Compute Cloud. Hmm. See, it provides a scalable computing capacity in the AWS cloud. Using AC2 eliminates your need to invest in hardware upfront, so you can develop and deploy application faster, and that too on the cloud. Okay, if you have your own application, your own website, you can directly launch here as a few virtual machine servers. You need to configure the security networking. That is what the service of this AC2. Let me just see here. We are going to that how to deploy the AC2 instance in AWS. That is what the main task for this AWS or this lab. I know, no, most of those who are not having the background of cybersecurity, for them it's very difficult to understand. Yeah. Here in Elastic, it refers to expand or compress the infrastructure of cloud computing, sir. Yes, Mohammed. Okay. Up to some extent, it's right. You no need to purchase the hardware and you put the data. Okay, just go and purchase some what that just most of the time people will think that why don't directly we take our own hardware, our own servers. Okay, if you go and purchase simple server, okay, like around 1 TB of RAM, okay, or 3 TB or some huge data, so that required a lot of maintenance, power supplies, continuous internet connectivity. If a team should be there, IT team to monitor that one. Okay, so because of that, people are nowadays completely avoiding that hardware connections. They are directly going the utilizing the server of the cloud. Okay. So now just go and do this one.
Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, or EC2, provides scalable computing capacity in the Amazon Web Services Cloud. Using Amazon EC2 eliminates your need to invest in hardware upfront, so you can develop and deploy applications faster. You can use Amazon EC2 to launch as many or as few virtual servers as you need, configure security and networking, and manage storage. Amazon EC2 enables you to scale up or down to handle changes in requirements or spikes in popularity, reducing your need to forecast traffic. In this EC2 deployment simulation, you'll be guided through the deployment of an EC2 instance in AWS using the console. Click the button below to begin.
Okay, so what we are doing is that suppose if you have multiple applications and if you want to deploy it on Amazon, okay, so you have to first you have to deploy this Elastic Computing Cloud. Okay, so let me just tell you that how we can do that one. So we are deploying the EC2 here. See, the reason I have selected this for lab it pro means obviously after this lab also you will have so many questions. Okay, if you perform the practical section, you'll get an idea that oh, this is how exactly the AWS is performing.
Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, or EC. To begin the deployment, click the search box on the AWS Management Console page.
See, now you may observe that somewhere we have done it right. This one, this virtual private cloud. Can you see here? VPC. Yeah. So we have VPC. We have we have also blockchain. We have robotics. We have AWS cost management, and we have containers. We have so many storage here. Yeah. So many things are available, but in that we wanted what? We wanted for the deployment of EC2. Okay. Just type here as EC2, can directly click over here also. But if I'm searching from here, press enter. What it is? Earlier we have selected for the VPC, no? We got the VPC. Now we are selecting for the EC2. Anything which is related to the EC2, you'll get like kind of dashboard here. Okay. So you can observe that there are so many instances are there. Like for example, running instances, all the states instances. Okay, and we have some dedicated host. Okay, as well as the elastic IP addresses, and also some key pairs, placement groups, okay, volumes. So let me just check in the instances that how many instances are there. Okay, we have different instances types also. You can that you can read on this particular theory of here. Okay, if you just go this, you'll find that so many things are there like TG3, T3, T2. Okay, and number of instances, the size of that instances. Okay, and then if you wanted to go ahead to features, okay, see these are some features of the instances. So now let me just go to this practical session here. So I wanted to click on the instances options. See here, there's no instances IDs available. There's no with the names, instance IDs, instance state, instance type, nothing is there. Okay, but we need to launch that instance. Before that, we have to provide all this data here. Okay, if there are instances are there, definitely we'll get multiple things here. Okay, see here, this is one of the the web page which I'm taking this simple image. Sorry, can you see this one? There are many instances are there here. Okay, so in that few of the instances we are going to create. Okay, I'm just opening this image so that you can get an idea. See here, it is showing us that the instances type, EC2 instances types, how many instances are there. Okay, we have clicked here. No? In the instances, we have clicked on the instances, and instances types looks like this. Okay, so we are memory instances type, different instances. Okay, see here, instance types, memory, storage, network preference, on-demand Linux pricing. Okay, so obviously it depends on you that how much you are ready to pay and how much you are utilizing. Okay, so that is what we are doing here. We have click on these instances. Okay, so nothing is there, so we are going to create some new instance here. Let me click the search box here.
Type Windows and press enter.
I've typed the Windows.
Select the Microsoft Windows Server 2019 base option.
Yeah, see, nowadays almost everything we are doing for the Windows Server 2019. Okay, uh, prior to this, we were morely dependent on this Windows Server 2012 R2. Did you heard that name? Windows Server 2012 R2. Nowadays, everyone, I think it's on complete 2019 only. But on few years before, we are completely using this Windows Server 2012. Sorry, R2. Not no need to download this one. So we use this in Kali Linux most of time. So this is what one of the best servers which we use for the Microsoft evaluation centers. Okay, but almost now every Windows servers you take, you will get only about the Windows 2019 base. Okay, base along with the some containers, some SQL servers, okay, and some SQL server is 2017 or 19, okay, or 17 also. So you won't find anywhere 2000 Windows Server 2012 R2. Okay, so right now that is the reason we are going for 2019. Click on the select options here.
At this point, you need to tell AWS what size instance you wish to deploy. Choose the T2 large version.
So again, you guys are might be confused. What is this? So just give an idea that why I'm selecting for this one. Okay, so let me select this one. I'll explain you. Okay, so many are there. These are they must kind of family. Okay, T2, T3 in that large. Okay, and small, micro, extra large. So all these are types of that families. Okay, so right, I am selecting for this T2. You can see that this is a T2 large. We have two, CPUs there with around 8 gigabits of memory and EBCs only instances.
Configure instance.
So
Configure your EC2 instance.
what is that question, sir? How do I get the class recording? Aniket, you will get the recording session from Ashwin. Just put a message. You will get a email about that recording videos. Okay. Please observe. I know that if you're not from the technical background, you won't understand all these things. Okay. The reason I've selected for the practical is that once if you watch the recorded videos, then it should be in position. No,
Compute Cloud. Or to begin the deployment,
i-
click the search box on the AWS Management Console page. From here, search for the EC2 offering. Select the EC2 service. Click Instances to view the instances. Notice there are no instances currently deployed. In this exercise, we'll deploy a type Windows and press Enter. For this exercise, select the Microsoft. At this point, you need to tell AWS. Click Next. Configure instance details. To configure your EC2 and click the network box to choose
yeah.
a network to deploy the instance to.
Observe here there's so many things are available, like for example network, subnet. Okay, and you might be aware, remember that subnet we have given in the earlier we have given this range. Okay, with this VPC, but what we are doing is that here we are creating the instances, we are deploying instances, EC2 instances. Okay, so here I'm clicking on this, there are different VPCs are available. So let me click over here. You can observe that you know this is some my VPC as well as the default is available. Okay, so I'm going to this my VPC and the subnet box.
The subnet
Hmm,
in this exercise,
you can see that
EC2
it's like you are dragging that something. Okay, in the my subnet,
the remaining options with their default settings.
and then
Add storage.
most of
Add
time
storage for the instance.
if you have a your business analyst or your team manager, they will select all these things. Okay, like what kind of public IP address they have to be, has to be given to you. Okay, and what are the some some other others, you can say that roles and responsibilities as the end users. Okay, but freshers they won't get anything. Okay, so you can observe that we have no a new volume here. Let me add that. Click the size box.
The default size here is 8 gigabytes. Double click the current size to change.
So instead of 10, we are making this a 10 here.
Advanced detecting configuration by clicking next. Add tag. You won't do any tagging in this exercise, so accepting the defaults here will cause AWS to automatically create
So just accept the review and launch. Yeah, you can see here that these are the instance type. Okay, see here we have taken the instance type of what, T2 large. Okay, with a memory of 8 gigabytes. Okay, and these are what we have selected right now. Okay, so let me just go and click on this launch option. If I click here, okay, yeah, just you have some basic background for this. Keep here, huh? Just let me finish. Create a new cape here. Okay, so I'm just selecting the second option. Okay, type server key pair here. So let me just type that. Server key pair, hit enter, download, click download the key pair. Yeah, now you can see that if you wanted to view the instances, click here. Okay, you can see that your instances is created now. Can you see here? This is what we have done right now. Okay, for the instance of type of 2 TB, okay, sorry, T2 large. Okay, if you want to give some name, just click over here. This is just like giving some names. Okay, see here, we need to give some kind of instance type, that's some name here. Okay, that is what uh, I'm doing here. So let me just give the name as server 01, then hit enter, click option save. So you can observe that all those things which you have done it earlier are available here. Okay, this is the instance ID. Okay, so I hope you got a little idea that what exactly I have done. So it's not possible that within 1 or 2 hours you can't learn the entire AWS, but still, with the help of practical, I've given that how exactly, the things looks like. Okay. Uh, Actually, earlier, I've planned to take your classes only on this particular, so you can say some theory only. But if I goes on telling you only these pictures, then definitely you will feel bored. Okay, then definitely you will log out from within 10 to 15 minutes only. Okay. So that is the reason I thought to show you something on the practicals. Okay. And for most of the batches, if you don't, we will take a lot of theoretical part, then we'll go to this, this kind of things. Okay. So this is how normally, the instances looks like, whether how many instances are running and how many they are closed. Okay. And how many instances we have suspended. Okay. CloudWatch action. Okay. Reboot the EC2 instances. See, these are the some courses which require around 3 to 4 months of preparations. Anyone doing a job in the SOC domain? Rutvik, sir, please tell about the project. What exactly we have to do? I even messaged you on WhatsApp. You did not reply. What exactly we want to do in? Do we have to code for something just like making code for key logging, or we have to make any application or something like cracking Windows and make it videos as proof, uh, or just like hack demo PC or phone by doing screen recording? What exactly we have to do, sir? Just a bit confused. Yeah, Rutvik, what you can do is that for the project, if you are making some keyloggers, just prepare a demo for that one. Okay, just in that you have to explain the code. Okay, explain the code, and same thing, no, you have to explain what you have to write in your report also. In the end, for the demonstration, you have to tell us that how that code is working and how which language we have made that, which language you have used to create that particular keylogger code. It is one of the option for the project. Okay. Or else what you can do is that you can select any of the tools like Nessus or Burbsuit. Okay, or any of the tools for the Kali Linux, and you can do some kind of web applications on a website like demo.testfires, or you can take your own college website also. And with the help of with the tools like Burbsuit, you can try to do some man in the mirror attack, MITM attack. Okay, try to intercept the traffic. Okay, and with the help of Wireshark also you can do that one. That is only for the web applications, or for the network, or for the any of the can say uh, mobile applications. That is one options. If you don't want that, then you can do some of the or that certifications on that Fortinet firewall. Okay, I've given that website also, training.fortinet firewall. Try to complete the certifications NSC1, NSC2, and NSC3. Nothing is there in that coding, just you have to watch the videos and you have to appear the exams, and after that you will get a certifications. Content you have to copy and put in your report, and along with that you have to put your certifications also. If you don't want, you can use the checkpoint for all firewall also. Okay. Or else what you can do is that try to purchase some of the hardwares, like adapters. Okay, adapters to hack some of the Wi-Fi user ID and password. But it is possible only when you use that commands aircrack, airmon, airplay, airmon ng. Okay, for that it requires a hardware. Okay, Rutvik, it is, see, the things which I'm talking only about the cyber security guys, huh? Those who have completed their batch long back, around 1 or 2 months before, for them only it is for the projects. Okay, those who are ML doing AI ML, nothing for them. Okay, Anandji, you can contact me on my LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile, you can contact me here. Okay, Rutvik, I hope it is I hope clear your doubt. See, I'm a bit busy, so unable to reply. There are so many, around more than 1,000 messages there on the WhatsApp. So I'm not getting enough time. Yeah, see, you can see that Dan Williams. There's, you can attend all these kind of free lectures, okay, on the CH and all those things. What about data science? Vinay, contact to Ashwin again. Got Rutvik? Rutvik, what you can do is that take your college website, put it in the niches, and get the report. That's it. That's it, the project. And tell them that if you find any vulnerability, tell them that these are the vulnerabilities which are available. Okay, and make sure that you should know all the OS top 10 vulnerabilities in detail. Huh? OS top 10, all the 2021. Okay, yeah, Vinayak, you can contact me here. Fine. So that's it for these two, for this lab preparations. You can go ahead and please do that AWS. Since obviously within 1 hour you won't get, but still I've tried to show you that how exactly the AWS looks like, how many things are there, and what are the things you can do as a end users or as a a company's employers. Okay, you can just go ahead with these provisions and configure S3 buckets. Okay, and if you want detailed information means I suggest all of you to go ahead with this one, the entire series of this AWS 2021. Okay, even for Microsoft Azure is also there, so it's complete. On 17 to 18 videos are there. Please go ahead with all the videos. Okay, he has given that. Okay, that's here. Static website on S3 bucket using Route 53. This is what the topic, which is the next topic. See here they have given that uh, provisions and configure an S3 bucket in what the ASW. Okay, so here he has given the practical that hosting static website on S3 bucket, auto scaling, okay, AWS, okay, load balancers. It's very interesting. No, see, AWS VPC to VPC peering. Okay, so what we have seen here in this video is that provisions of VPC and subnet in AWS. Okay, but here you will get one more steps. Okay, about the VPC to VPC peering. Okay, and obviously the NAT gateway. This is one of the options which was there. Okay, RDS. So many things are there. S3 bucket creation using new management consoles. If you watch all these videos, then definitely believe me, you will get a lot of knowledge. Okay? I'm not promoting any this person, but the things which we have explained, no, one of the easiest way. Okay, even in English also you have so many videos, but those who are comfortable, sir, channel name, this one, I can just type this channel name, this one, technical Guftagu. Okay, see one more time, I'm not published what that making any publicity here. You can find any most, send that link on the YouTube link. Okay, yeah, Rohit. Thank you. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you, Sarvesh. I hope those who have performed, uh, they might be enjoyed that. Okay. Don't think that Varun and Muhammad Najim and Hardik, Shubham, you need to do a lot of, okay. You need to do a lot of practical. Then only you can understand that what is this AWS is all about. Okay. I'm just guiding you that where you are getting the content and how you can prepare for the exams. Okay. Most of the words or the keywords might be looks new to you. Okay. And obviously the practical which I have shown you here require a lot of basic knowledge. Since it was only 3 days lecture, so I thought directly to take you on the practical session instead of boring you on the ppts. Okay. Making you bore or showing some ppts, so that's the reason I have shown you the practicals. Do that please. Shubham, first lecture, okay. Not an issue, Shubham. Just watch the recorded or that the previous videos. Okay. Getting into cloud computing, great. Varun, please Varun, try to perform all the practicals 2 to 3 times and observe that you will become very much and try to attend some interviews. You will find that yeah, this is thing which I have performed in the labs. You will get that much of confidence. Okay. I hope the session is a little bit informative for you guys. Okay. I don't know up to what extent, but still I tried my best to to give you some practical hands-on session. Okay, Varun. Well, name Ashish, Abhiram, Aditya, Akshay. We have two Akshays here. We have Rohit, Anand, Aniket, Anish, Anjali, Atharva, Bhavesh, Chandni, Darshini. Who is Daydreamer? Okay, Hardik, thank you. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you, Jesta, Swati. We have Fatima A, Ganesh, Gautami, Hardik, Harsh, Harshit, Hemant, Hima, Ki, Kirtana, Kritika, Kishore Kumar, Madhushri, Manish, Soni, Mohammad Najim, Mohammad Nahimuddin, Mohammad Adnan, Monish M, Madurai, Nitya, Naren, Arshad, Nitu, Nivash, Anandan, Pooja, Krishna, Pramanik, Prathamesh, Priyanka, R. Gautam, Raghavendra, Rutvik, yeah, Rutvik I know, Sahil, Sakshi, Sarvesh, Shubham, Savandika, Sukanya, Tanima, Mandal, Supriya, Tejas, Varun, Vishwa, Kesan, Yukti Sharma. Yeah. Manish say is same for AIML. Manish is just a kind of introduction class to give an overview about the AWS Microsoft Azure. That's it. Okay, Gautam. Sorry, sorry, Gautam. No, normally I used to have a habit that I read the names. Since tomorrow might we will wind up, so that's the reason I have gone through that. How many members are there? Well, Gautam, Shubham, thank you very much. Please do the practice one more time, and tomorrow, if possible, we'll go to some of the things related to the Salesforce, okay, and also Google Cloud. Okay, then we'll wind up the lectures. Okay, fine. Any doubt? Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Then good night. Seems like lot are there for to practice. Yes, Mohammed. बहुत कुछ है practice करने के लिए. Since I'm new to the cloud, right? All right, sir. Thank you. Yeah. You just practice. Practice कीजिए, आपको बहुत सारी चीजें मिल जाएंगे. Okay. Thank you, Fatima. Okay, please practice, हाँ. Practice कीजिए, बहुत सारी चीजें आपको सीखने में मिलेंगी. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Take care then. Good night.